Hello, everyone, and welcome to 100 to Football Sports Talk Radio. I'm your host, Logan Landers, and today I'm going to be doing a very special NFL draft prospect look at James Skalski, the linebacker from Clemson University representing the Tigers. But before I get started, if you enjoy this video, this episode of the podcast, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We go live each and every week on Mondays and Wednesdays on Facebook and YouTube at 100 Football. We have clips of each and every show on our Instagram account at 100 Football. And of course, we have our amazing podcast brought to you by the Believe Podcast Network with over 700 shows close to it, right? We're getting right there. Tons of amazing content, recruiting specials, draft prospect, game previews, history specials, legends interviews. If you have football content in your heart or on your mind, you want to watch, you want to listen to, we are the destination for that with anywhere from 15 to 20 videos per week. We have everything you need to get you ready for the college season, for the draft, for recruiting specials, for the NFL, whatever, anything football related you got on your mind or you can think of, we are covering it here on the show. So thank you so much for all the love and support. But before I get started about James Skalski, I got to say, guys, the big game is finally here as we hit Super Sunday with the last game of the football season. And as always, BetOnline has you covered from odds, scores, totals, player performance props to where the next fired coach is going to land. BetOnline is the number one spot for all things NFL betting in 2022. And also, it's not just football. BetOnline's basketball, hockey, boxing, and UFC odds coverage is the best in the business. From sports right down to your favorite Vegas casino games, BetOnline is your number one online wagering destination. Head to BetOnline today or use your mobile device to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, to get you started. The fastest and easiest way to wager on all of your favorite sports and play your favorite games. BetOnline, where the game starts. James Skalski, a long-tenured Clemson Tiger, has been there for 6 seasons, right? We went after 2020 with all the madness and craziness going on with COVID. They allowed returning players to add another season if they chose to, and for James Skalski, he did that, and I feel like it benefited him. So, in this upcoming draft, he is going to be one of the oldest players. He is currently 24, but I look at that, this guy is a veteran. And coming out of Northgate High School in Noonan, Georgia, not too far from where I live. I'm from Douglasville. Noonan is a neighboring county, so it is not that far, maybe about 45 minutes from my house. So I'm rooting for this guy, right? A long time Clemson Tiger, been there since 2016. And he is Clemson through and through, right? So he was a 2-year team captain, played 6 years, like I said, from 2016 to 2021. Pretty healthy for the most part, right? Credited with 310 career tackles, 20 and a half of those being a tackle for loss, 10 sacks, 12 pass breakups, 2 fumble recoveries, and a forced fumble, right? He played close to 2,000 snaps over 69 games, 30 of those being starts. His 69 career games played for the Tigers is tied for school history and is a modern FBS record. So there you go. And plus, he's the only player ever in the history of college football to play in and win 5 ACC championship games. So, I mean, this in 5 or 6 years, you win an ACC championship. That's not too bad. Also, at the end of his career, he was only one of 20 players in school history to earn at least 3 All-ACC academic team selections. So this guy, not only is he accomplished, a decorated on the field, right, with championships, but he's also smart in the classroom also. So that's what you love to see from all these guys. So let's not forget, college football is great and all, but you got to get an education in the meantime. So I applaud him for working hard in the classroom. Also, as a former college student myself, I know the grind, let alone being a football player, and also taking all those exams and tests and whatnot. But he has been there for quite a long time. This guy is a tackling machine. In 2019, he finished second on the team with 105 tackles. And also, he was an All-ACC academic selection there. And he was just putting in work pretty much. In 2018, he played 38 snaps over 4 games while redshirting, but he did have 10 tackles. In 2017, once again, an all-academic ACC selection, 37 tackles, right? So he's doing good work there. 2016, right, his first season, freshman year, he got 14 tackles in 20 snaps in 14 games. So of the 20 snaps he played, Only 6 of those he didn't get a tackle on, so very solid there. And he also got a good amount of those on special teams. And I'm not surprised because in high school, this guy was an athlete, like I mentioned, at Northgate. He was outstanding all-around athlete, both in football, but also on the pitch. He was a very talented soccer player as well. And something interesting about this guy, he was named a first-team All-State as a linebacker and also second-team All-State as a punter. So this guy has a lot of talent and a lot of credibility. So if it doesn't work out as a linebacker, he might could transition to a punter. So that is interesting there. I don't know if anyone's ever done that as a linebacker to a punter, but if it doesn't work out as a linebacker, he's always got that to fall back on. I'm just saying. So this dude is a tackling machine. I don't think that whoever drafts him is going to get someone who is not afraid to hit, right? And at 6 foot 240, he's got good size for a linebacker. A 4.7 40, a little bit slower, but like I said, it is a linebacker, right? He's got a little bit of weight on him. He's not going to be blazing speed like a lot of quarterbacks or receivers, mind you. But he is someone that is going to put as much work in as you can think of. And he, like I said, he's smart, all ACC. And it's for a guy who played 6 seasons, some might say that, that he really need to come back for that 6th year. And I think it really benefited him. In 2021, right, he had a solid year, put up a bunch of tackles. And like I say, he's going to be a little bit older. But I don't think that's a bad thing, right? 24 is still young. I'm 24. So I think he's going to be doing fine. I think that he's projected as more of a backup as opposed to a starter. I think that you might see him putting in some work on special teams as well, right? He might be the guy that's always down there at the end zone tackling that punt returner, that kick returner. So I think that he is going to get some play there. I think he is going to stay around the league for a while. But I think that he had a very good, like I say, he had a very talented career at Clemson. He did very good there. But before I talk more about his drafts and where I think he might end up, I want to give another shout out, right? We are sponsored by NordVPN. Guys, what's more important than peace of mind? I'll tell you what, it's nothing. And that's what NordVPN is here for, to give you peace of mind while you are online. And with all the threats that you face today on the internet, because let's face it, there's a bunch of them, it's more important than ever to be sure you have the best VPN you can get. NordVPN is the world's best VPN service, offering the fastest connectivity, most servers, and next-gen encryptions to make sure that everything you do online stays secure. Plus, you can use NordVPN on all of your computers and devices, no matter the operating system. With NordVPN's unlimited bandwidth, you never have to worry about a slow connection either, and plans start at under $4 per month. So, grab your exclusive NordVPN deal by going to nordvpn.com/believe or use the code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, to get up to 70% off your NordVPN plan, plus 1 additional month for free. It's also risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. James Skalski, my final thoughts on this young man. I like him. I think he is talented. He's probably one of the better tacklers in this draft, right? I would assume so. I think he's going to be around for a while. He's cut, like I say, he's mostly known as being a tackler as opposed to a guy who gets a bunch of interceptions, pass defended, and whatnot. But everyone loved him at Clemson, right? You don't want to see him go. I mentioned he's a team captain. He's been around for a while, over 300 career tackles, 10 sacks also, so he can get to the quarterback. And he's played a lot of snaps, been very healthy. So you're getting someone who's durable, who's reliable. And like I said, I don't think he's going to – I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if he comes out as a starter. I think he's going to be kind of a later pick. But I am expecting him to be more of a backup, if I had to guess, and someone who's going to play a big role on special teams. And look, just because guys are, we'll say, relegated or put on the special teams unit doesn't mean they're bad players, or doesn't mean that they don't have the talent. It's just sometimes that's what best suits a football team. And I think that with this guy bringing his intensity, right, some guys might say he's even a dirty player for some hits he's had on certain quarterbacks, we'll say. I think you need that type of intensity in the locker room, whether it's on defense as a linebacker or whether it's on the special teams unit. But overall, I like James Skalski's his play. He's very solid. I think that he'll be a good fit for whatever team he heads to. And I think overall he's going to have a very solid career for quite a few years in the NFL as a linebacker. So shout out to James Skalski. Like I said, Northgate High School out of Noonan. So I'm rooting for him, right? A fellow Georgia native and also someone who went to high school not too far away from me. So I'm hoping for the best. I can't wait to see where he's going to end up in the NFL. And I wish him the best of luck. So if you enjoyed this video, this episode of the podcast today, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We go live each and every single week on Mondays and Wednesdays. And we have anywhere from 15 to 20 videos up per week on Facebook, on YouTube, right? We have over 1,000 videos on each of those now. Thank you guys for all the love and support over there. We've been doing great numbers on YouTube recently, and we couldn't get it done without y'all. Also, our podcast, right? Thanks to the Belief Podcast Network. We have a ton of content over there, close to 700 episodes. And if you want draft prospects, if you want recruiting specials, interviews with legends, former Super Bowl champions, NCAA champions, draft knowledge with our guy Daniel Kelly. What else? History specials, right? Talking about the teams of the past and players of the past, Hall of Famers and whatnot. We have a lot of awesome content for you guys. Anything and everything football related, I always say we have over there because we really do. Once again, thanks to the Belief Podcast Network for helping us out. We have, like I said, check us out on any major podcast streaming platform: Spotify, Apple Podcast, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Overcast, Echo, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to your podcast. We are available for download thanks to Believe. And also, guys, this show has been presented by Bet Online, so thank them so much for helping us with this show here today. I've been your host, Logan Landers, talking about James Skalski, the linebacker out of Clemson. So, guys, stay tuned because we have some more amazing football content up for you in just a